Yeah! It is Grind City Wrestling, and welcome to episode 300 of Grind City Wrestling. Hello, everybody. I am Dustin Starr. Be sure to take that subscribe button to Slap City wherever you're watching and wherever you're listening, especially right here on YouTube. Check out the archives where we have interviews with wrestling's biggest stars for 300 episodes, if you can believe that. GrindCityMedia.com/podcasts. Last week, we talked WWE ID and Crown Jewel. Also, Devin dropped some bars on us last week, so go back and check that out. This week, it's time to knuckle up. Boxing legend Butterbean joins us ahead of his appearance this weekend in Memphis, and I can't wait to talk all about it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is bell time. Introducing my co-host, my tag team partner. He really needs no introduction in the city of Memphis, and today, I don't know, he looks like some sort of musician or something. Put the glasses back on. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Walker, baby!
I'll put the glasses back on for you so you can really see the vision. You feel me?
Check this out. Look at this guy.
How you doing, Dustin Starr? I see you got that Memphis Wrestling satin jacket on. Button. You look insane, by the way.
Button them all up?
I
could do K-Dog.
Button
Remember
them
K-Dog?
all or button...
You button the top and you go...
No, dude.
Arriba la raza!
What, you gonna do that again?
No. Flip that.
You want to do that again?
That's what K-Dog did, but he would grab his pants and go, Arriba la raza! Orale! Where my dogs at?
Why are you doing it in the announcer voice? Why is K-Dog?
That's my K-Dog voice.
Why is K-Dog an announcer?
Be sure to follow Devin on Twitter at Devin_Walker2, Devin the Talking Head, Devin the Troll, perhaps?
I am a troll.
I've been seeing these interviews on Grind City Media.
Yeah, I'm a troll, man. I'm sorry. I apologize to the people. I love y'all, but I am a troll, if you know this. If you watch this podcast, you also know I'm a troll. So, yeah, my life is just being a troll. Hashtag troll.
When are you going to come troll the wrestling fans at the Wrestle Center?
Whenever you want me to come, I'll pull up. I got to have a camera, though.
We do have cameras.
Okay, well, give me a camera, and I'll come troll them.
All right, without getting punched in the face.
I've seen your wrestling crowd. They're not going to punch me.
I got a question. Without getting punched in the face today, is there a special place in your heart for Butterbean? He's joining us today on the podcast.
I remember playing with Butterbean on the video game as a kid, and he was like a big part of the 90s, right? 90s, 2000s, right?
1999, WrestleMania 15.
That's not, the thing is funny you say that, because that's not why I know him. I know him from his like boxing career, right?
Yeah, but
he was big in the 90s in boxing.
Yeah, now I was going to tell him here today that I really learned a lot about Butterbean when he was being advertised for WrestleMania. Because I had seen him and heard about him, but then when he came into the world of wrestling, we saw all the highlights and it was like, whoa,
yeah.
Who's this guy?
I want to know why he's called Butterbean. Because the thing is funny, bro, it's a wild world we live in, right? To be known by one word, Butterbean. When you say Butterbean, you know who you're talking about, right?
Right.
I think that's a dope thing to be like.
That is.
When you can say the word Butterbean, whether it's in Memphis, Tennessee, Wichita, Kansas, Spokane, Washington, I don't think that's a place. Anywhere in like North Dakota, South Dakota, when you say the word Butterbean, you know who he is. So I'm excited to talk to him today. I try not to get punched in the face because I am a troll. So,
well, there's an age difference in you and I.
Yes.
So
I said the word ops, and you said, "What's that?"
When we mentioned it to Vernon and Roser, they were like, "Loving Butterbean," because we're all basically the same age. You're a little bit younger.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't get punched in the face today.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so the cool thing here is there's a big fight, a big boxing match coming up on Netflix Friday. It's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Yes.
And Butterbean, as early as last week, was calling out Jake Paul. Does Butterbean got next?
No. Butterbean does not got next. That's not a complete sentence, Dustin. No, he does not got next.
Butterbean talking that smack. I'm going to
Butterbean
ask
is
him about
just
it.
very smart. Whoever's a part of his team is very smart to join the conversation to get your name out there. That's very smart by him.
Also want to talk to him about DDP. Butterbean was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know, these guys go into DDPY and DDP's house, and they come out a brand new person. Look at Jake the Snake Roberts, Scott Hall, Buff Bagwell.
Shout out, man.
Butterbean.
Shout out DDP Yoga, man.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT. But I'm excited to talk to him and see what he got to say because I got a couple questions for the bean of butter.
We're going to talk to Butterbean here in just a little bit. Boxing legend. Also this Sunday live at the Wrestle Center. Not only will Butterbean be there, not only will perhaps Butterbean knock somebody out.
Oh, Lord.
I'll ask him about that too. But also we've got Milestone 200. We're celebrating 200 episodes of Memphis Wrestling. Is that crazy?
Yeah, I gave you your flowers last week. I'm not doing this again.
I don't need any flowers. I'm just saying it's going to be a huge card.
It's crazy because in this local world of wrestling, I said it last week, I'll say it again for the people that didn't hear it. It's hard to have longevity in this local wrestling business, right? Everybody can start a wrestling company. Anybody can start a wrestling company, but to have the longevity y'all had, having 200 live episodes, going from the ballroom building of your wrestlers hitting the ceiling of a ballroom to having your own wrestle center and having 200 episodes, I think that tells the story of what you've built, Dustin. So yeah,
appreciate that.
I think you put that in the rundown just so I can say something nice again.
No. It's an advertisement. It's to come out and see us on Sunday. Okay, Milestone 200, all the biggest episodes. Also, we're going to pay tribute to the career of Derek King, who is legitimately retiring.
We used to call him Cisco when I was a kid.
Mr. Personality.
They call him Cisco.
All right, let's get right to it. Yeah, they did call him Cisco.
Yeah, as well. Draco stole his bit.
Well, that's paying homage too as well.
Yeah.
Wonder who booked that. All right, best wrestling we watched all week. And then we got Butterbean. You're up, Devin.
This dude's funny, man.
I love the blonde hair. You should do the blonde hair.
Hell no. What's wrong with you?
They would recognize you forever.
I'm not coloring my dreads blonde.
They still recognize Derek King and ask, hey, what happened to the blonde hair?
Yeah, I'm not coloring my dreads blonde.
Do you know what happened to the blonde hair?
He dyed it black.
His hair kept falling out because he was bleaching it so much.
There you go. See, that gives me a reason not to bleach blonde my hair. So, my best wrestling of the week. I think this week it wasn't a crazy week in wrestling. I think they're kind of like telling the stories of kind of building up into War Games, right? They're building the teams for War Games. So my best wrestling of the week is just continuing the story. I will say I will give Damian Priest some love. I've pooped on him on this podcast before, but he destroyed Gunther in that promo on Monday Night Raw.
He looked like a big superstar.
Yeah, he looked like for the first time for me. Yeah. I think Damian Priest looked like a star.
Also, that's for Gunther as well. Gunther really sold it. You could see his face. He was kind of trembling at one point, looked confused. So he really did a good job at selling what Damian Priest was laying down.
Yeah, so but for my best friends, I want to put that aside for a second. I want to ask a question today, and I need to clip this one because this is a conversation that needs to be had. If you saw the story, right? We talked about this at Media Dining at the first Hustle game. I saw a story that on Raw this week and on SmackDown this week. They're double taping. Right?
Got it. WWE taped the 11/18 episode of Monday Night Raw on Monday at the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan, after this week's show went off the air. So I asked you about this last week. Does it matter if Raw is live or taped?
So yes, we're going to bring this conversation up again just to have it more of like in a full form. So they said they're double taping Raw, they're double taping SmackDown because they want to give people time off for the holidays, right?
Right.
Shout out to Triple H. I salute to you because these dudes work a lot. These dudes and gals work a lot. Good salute to you, Triple H. But you forget about the wrestling nerds.
How dare you take off?
You forget about the wrestling marks. You forget about the people that want to go viral or people that want to spoil things in the wrestling world. Because last night, I'm just minding my own damn business on my timeline, and I'm seeing freaking spoilers of next week's Raw.
Hate it.
So the question I want to ask you, 5-star, this is the question. Do you love or hate? You've asked me, I'm going to ask you. Do you love or hate the pre-tape? Because I feel like we've been spoiled the last 15 to 20 years, right? We've used to live Raw, right? Raw is always, what does Vince say? What is always, do it live, pal.
Do it live.
Ever since the Monday Night Wars, WWE Raw, the Monday Night Raw has been live on Monday night.
It's the shock value, the surprises, all that stuff. We talked about Alexa Bliss returning last week, and it was spoiled.
When you tape things, you allow these Mizarks, as they would say, to spoil it. I don't like it. What do you think?
Do you watch live anyway?
No, I don't.
I don't either, so it doesn't matter.
But no, for me though, my timeline is curated to what I like. So my timeline
got to stay off the internet.
What the? You can't.
When I'm at a Grizz game and it's on a Monday or Wednesday and I'm trying to avoid the spoilers, and it's not that I look at it like it's real. It's that I want to watch it like it's a live sport. See who won, especially if there's a big main event or something that you don't know what the finish is going to be, something interesting. I'll just try to stay off of Twitter because I know it's going to get spoiled on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then before Peacock, they had the WWE Network, and they would send you notifications. I had to turn those off because they would tell you who won every match.
Well, I'm sorry, Dustin. I'm sorry. I can't stay off the internet. Do you know how
I don't watch it live, so when I go home and start watching it, whatever day that is, or if it's late at night, it doesn't matter to me anyway because I usually already accidentally see it.
But I don't. That's the thing. That's the part I don't like. I just want it. I just want fans to stop spoiling everything. Bro.
So, what is your best wrestling of the week?
I don't know. Wrestling fans spoiling shit.
Oh my gosh!
But no, I think my best wrestling of the week is probably just the continuation of the building of the storylines up into War Games.
They involve Seth Rollins.
Yes, they've been asking a lot of different guys questions about who do you want to join this team or do you want to join that team. Also, okay, my best wrestling of the week. I'll give.
Real quick, Sammy on the inside. Real quick, Sammy on the inside asking Seth, and then Solo and Jacob Fatu being on the outside asking, almost like waiting in the wings. They're not supposed to be in the building, so they're in the parking lot. Hey, Seth, what do you think?
What do you think?
I thought that was kind of cool.
Did you want to join our squad? I will give Solo. Okay, if I was to actually give someone best wrestling, I'll give it to Solo Sikoa. I think the evolution of his character from just an enforcer, of someone who couldn't talk on the microphone, kind of a guy who just kind of stood in the background, is just like the kind of the meat, the muscle of the group.
The Jacob Fatu.
To somebody who
a little more calm than Jacob Fatu, but yeah.
I love you, Tribal Chief.
I love it. I think that's great. It's one of the best things.
By the way, they have merch now where it says "I love you" to every city they're in.
It's awesome.
You see that? But I'll give my best wrestling of the week to Solo Sikoa because I think the evolution of his character from, like I said, to just a guy who just stood in the background as an enforcer to a guy who can have the microphone in his hand and kind of crack jokes a little bit, right?
He has swagger.
Yeah,
he has wit.
I love it. So I'll give my best wrestling of the week.
He says funny stuff, and he just has It's totally different than any of the other members of the bloodline at this point. At first, I was kind of like, what's he doing? He's being kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But then it just kind of grew on me, and I feel like I said it last week. Maybe Rikishi's right. Maybe Solo should be a world champion.
I like Solo as this new evolution of Solo. So my best wrestling goes to Solo Sikoa and the evolution of Solo. There you go. What's yours?
Best wrestling that I watched all week was the main event of Monday Night Raw. It was the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair defending the tag team titles against Liv Morgan, who is the Women's World Champion, and Raquel Rodriguez, your favorite wrestler. It was legit. It had everything. You had Jade and Bianca just barely teasing, like there was a duck where they almost hit each other and it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So they're just teasing enough, just slightly teasing us enough and building a little bit of doubt to where we think they're going to drop the tag team titles and start fighting against each other.
Bianca, Jade at WrestleMania?
Probably so. They're just so subtly teasing this thing right now. And then to have Bianca and Jade pin Liv Morgan, who is the women's world champion, it keeps those, because let's face it, Jade and Bianca are singles wrestlers.
Yes.
They are singles superstars.
Like you can tell by the entrance.
Oh my gosh.
They come out to their own music.
Yeah, they come out separately.
Yes, to their own music.
Either one of them could be a women's world champion. Yes. So for them to pin Liv Morgan was awesome. Liv is a heel. It doesn't really matter. She's still the champion. But then also putting Tiffany Stratton and
don't call her name.
Nia Jax,
okay.
Including them.
I was going to say her bum ass Raquel Rodriguez.
No, I love Raquel Rodriguez.
No, you don't.
Oh, it was great. She did very good on Monday Night Raw.
Bad.
That was the best wrestling that I watched all week. The women's tag team title main event, and she does have some back muscles.
What's your gimmick? Back muscles. Back muscles.
Get up and show us.
My back muscles?
Yeah.
No, I'm good, bro.
All right,
it's a family show.
Whole lot to talk about coming up next on the podcast. Boxing legend, Butterbean.
It's the top 5 worst teams in the NFL. I think the Panthers are the worst team in the NFL.
I got the Saints number 1. Ha ha ha! Let's put the Aints up there. They're terrible.
I'll take the Titans as my worst team in the NFL. If they played Will Levis, they're for sure the worst team. Maybe in NFL history. Might be worse than the 0-16 Lions if they play Will Levis.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
There's no greater gift in the NBA right now than the gift of Ja Morant highlights. The highlight of Ja Morant going reverse 360 generated 161 million views in the first 24 hours.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
And joining us at this time here on Grind City Wrestling is a boxing legend, a man who really needs no introduction. He's knocked so many people out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Butterbean. What's up, Butterbean?
Doing great. How y'all doing today?
Doing very, very good. Man, you are one of the most polarizing boxers ever. Like, growing up, I always thought I would be terrified to even be standing across the ring from you. Do you get that a lot?
I have a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, a good bit. I mean, I intimidate a good bit of people.
So I guess I'm going to start there, Butterbean. I want to know, where did the name Butterbean come from? Because we were talking about before the show, you can go to Wichita, Kansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Miami, Florida, North Dakota, South Dakota. When you say the name Butterbean, we know who you're talking about. So
Right.
where'd the name come from?
Well, it was a dare to enter a tough man contest back when I was working at a mobile home factory. I had to lose 20 pounds, so I went on a Butterbean diet just to be able to fight.
Wow.
That's simple.
And that's where it
just
came
stuck.
from? It just stuck from there?
And it just stuck.
Wow.
Very, very
It was
cool.
like a super, he came up with it himself, but
That's awesome.
That's
I'm going to try
dope.
this
That's
Butterbean
dope.
diet.
I
I need
like
to
that.
drop a couple of pounds.
I like that.
So, WrestleMania 15, right? 1999. I had heard about Butterbean, obviously, and probably seen you on ESPN and seen some clips and stuff. But for me, being a diehard wrestling fan at that time, when I saw the highlights and all the build-up and the advertising and marketing for this WrestleMania match,
And you thought I was going to get killed.
no, I mean, I thought, what? I mean, at the time, I wasn't as smart to the business as I am now, but I thought, oh my gosh, they're really doing this? This guy's a killer. So, like, any fun stories from doing WrestleMania 15 and boxing with Bart Gunn? You probably get asked that all the time.
Well, a lot of the wrestlers actually thought Bart, because he destroyed all the wrestlers, he was going to destroy me, but it didn't turn out the way they wanted. Austin come in my dressing room probably 5 times, look at me and goes, "You're a badass." And he'd run out and come back like he was all excited. He was pretty cool. And then The Rock wrote about it in his book, so that's a big honor.
Oh, that's super cool. Super cool. I want to know, speaking about, you talk about WrestleMania, I want to know your personal favorite knockout. You had a time when you won over 50 fights in a row in the boxing ring. I want to know your personal favorite knockout in your career.
I've had a lot of them, but the one that really stands out, it's a guy named Louis Monaco. He went on to fight, knocked out Buster Douglas. He knocked out Kevin McBride, which both of them knocked out Tyson. He also went like 8 or 10 rounds with Klitschko, and I knocked him out in the first round, and I destroyed the man.
Wow.
But everybody thought I was going to lose because he was just ripped. I mean, he looked really good, really talented fighter.
Man, you knock some dudes out that, like, it looks like they break their ankles. Like, you hit them so hard and knock them out so cold, they land on their knees and their ankles all funny. That's when you know you really knock somebody loopy.
Well, Bart was one of them that I thought I killed him.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned Mike Tyson a second ago, and I want to talk about the fight that's coming up. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. But first, a lot of fans don't know, and just by posting you out there, because you'll be in Memphis this coming Sunday, November 17th.
Well, I'll be at the Tyson fight Friday first.
Okay.
And then I'll be going to Memphis, yeah.
Even better.
I'd love to fight. I'd love to fight the winner. I mean, if Tyson he can't make it, he can't do it, I'll have my trunks with me ready to jump in for him.
Well, let's talk about it right now. So I saw you calling out Jake Paul. Now, like last year, you called out Jake Paul. And then,
well, it's actually been 2 years ago. He talked bad about me in a newspaper article.
Okay.
And after that, I decided I wanted to fight him. I was in really bad shape, had bad hips. I moved in with DDP for 8 months, and man, I'm going strong now. I'm ready to fight.
We love DDP. We've had DDP's a friend of the show. I mean, you ended up in a wheelchair, had health issues. I don't think a lot of the fans know, because when we started posting that you're coming, fans were asking us about your condition and your health. Then you went into DDP's, and DDP, like so many other guys, it seems like he's been able to help you out.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I was hunched over. I could barely walk. I mean, I was in a wheelchair for 3 years.
Wow.
That's insane.
So how are you making the comeback? Like, give me the scoop.
Well, I've never fought under 3. The lowest I ever fought was like 302, something like that. I'm at 280 right now.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm ready to get in there and go.
Okay, yeah, Jake Paul, watch out, bro. Like you said, you got next. Whoever wins, you got next, right?
You know, Tyson, I was with Tyson about a month and a half ago. I mean, I would destroy him. He's just, he can't take a punch. I mean, anybody that goes at him that can punch, he can't handle it.
Oh, so you mean he might be in trouble this weekend, huh? What's your prediction for the fight this weekend?
I don't think Jake has the power or experience. I mean, Mike Tyson at 50% is better than Jake at 150.
That's what I've been thinking, but I've been wrong before. Like, it just feels like when you're watching these two guys sparring or doing their workouts and stuff, it looks like Mike Tyson is on a whole nother level as far as speed.
They speed that up. I mean, that's all camera stuff.
Okay.
A lot of editing on the backside, Butterbean.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, but the thing that really bugs me is their commercials and their things they do together. They're hugging and kissing and literally kissing each other. The last video I seen, they were kissing each other. What is up with that?
Hate
it. Lip to lip kissing.
Yeah, you want to bring back the hatred. Bring back the I want to beat this man's ass kind of fights.
I want to punch them both in the face just for that commercial.
Yes, thank you, Butterbean. Okay, so seriously, I was really into this fight.
I'm serious.
I was into this fight, and then I saw the press conference, the first one that they did before I think it had to be postponed, and now they've got the new date or whatever this Friday. But I saw the press conference, and it looked like they were just playing around, and I thought, man, I'm not interested in this at all.
Wait a minute. No, back up. Have you seen the video of them kissing?
I haven't.
Hold
on.
Like legitimately kissing, lip to lip kissing.
Oh, no.
And there's several different kisses that went on. Like a makeout session.
All right, Jake Paul kisses Mike Tyson?
Yes.
No way. Are you?
Or Tyson was kissing him. One way or another, it happened.
Oh, no.
I don't know if we could put this up on the screen or not.
It will make you throw up in your mouth.
But I just saw it.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm not joking. I told you.
There's a couple of them, Butterbean.
Yeah, I know. Like a makeout session.
Yeah,
Crazy, huh?
I want the old Mike back. He'll rip your ear off or something. I don't want this nice Mike.
Or bite the ear, whatever. Yeah, all the same.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. But
what's the chances of Butterbean doing a run-in and knocking both of them out on Friday?
Triple threat match. Triple threat match, Butterbean. I got you. I want to ask you.
Wrestling, I would do it.
I want to ask you about you were in the Jackass movie.
Yes, I was.
I want to know about that experience because I've seen the Jackass movies from probably a lot of them. I've seen the TV show. It looks like chaos.
It pretty much is. It's all just, let's go do this.
And how did they get you to do it? Whose idea was it to kind of do that show?
Well, they called me and wanted me to knock him out. I said, sure, I'll do it. I thought it was a movie. And then I got there and they go, no, we really want you to knock him out. I go, I can do that. Johnny goes, that's when I got scared, when you agreed so easily.
Oh, no.
Like, this is a piece of cake. Johnny Knoxville went on to have a pretty good little match with Sami Zayn on WWE.
Johnny's a great guy. Johnny's a really good guy. Good friend of mine. We talk all the time online. Really good guy.
Will you be back at any point in WWE? How's that relationship?
We're on good terms.
Hall of Fame, Devin?
Hall of Fame. Put Butterbean in the WWE.
I mean, you knock out Bart Gunn at You knock out anybody at WrestleMania. I think that's Hall of Fame worthy.
I think it's time to put Butterbean in the WWE
I am
Hall of Fame.
the Brawl for All champion, if you look at it that way.
Hey, going back to Netflix, if Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, maybe they'll have you defend that title.
Would love to.
Awesome. Well, coming up this Sunday in Memphis, Tennessee at the Memphis
I'm looking forward to it.
Wrestle Center. We've got Butterbean in the house. You can meet him from 12:30 to 1:30. We ring the bell at 1:30, and then Butterbean's going to be a part of our television taping. Perhaps will you knock somebody out on Sunday in Memphis?
If somebody pisses me off, it just might happen.
Hey, Dustin, hey, Butterbean, this guy right here with the hair, he might piss you off.
Not me.
If you see this dude with the hair,
not it.
The Johnny Bravo hair, you might have to get him, Butterbean.
Awesome.
Not it. All right, so wrapping things up here with boxing legend Butterbean, is there any significance to when you come to Memphis? Have you been to Memphis before, performed here or anything?
I love Memphis. I mean, a lot of good people, a lot of great music, good food. It's always fun to come to Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee, this Sunday. Devin, any last questions?
I'm good, man. I just don't knock me out, Butterbean. I see the record. I see the resume. You knocked out everybody on the resume, so I just don't want to be the next one. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Butterbean's going to be live in Memphis.
We'll have a great time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Butterbean. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, guys.
That was boxing legend Butterbean. Seems like such a nice guy to be knocking everybody out.
Yeah, bro. So for a guy who got heavy hands, he seems like I said, that's probably how he sets you up, though.
Right.
He probably sets you up with the good, nice, calm, little
Kill
nature.
you with niceness.
Kill you with niceness. Then he gets to the ring, you hit it with the right hook, and you go into sleep. You wake up and you see lights, It's like the Tweety bird spilling around your head, you know what I'm saying?
If you look at his career and all those knockouts and all the stuff that he's done from the Jackass movies to WrestleMania, and then now all of a sudden he's calling out Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, and he turned us onto this footage that we had never. How do we not see this?
Oh, we got to get I'm usually tapped into the internet. I didn't even see that footage.
I didn't want to see it.
I love his prediction though. I like that. We might have to. Butterbean said that Jake Paul couldn't beat Mike Tyson if he was 150th of Mike Tyson.
And Butterbean said that he could easily knock out Mike Tyson.
Hey, make the fight. He said he got next, bro. Tag him in.
Big weekend coming up. Devin, what you looking like?
We got Tigers football on Saturday. We got Tigers basketball on Friday. Grizzlies basketball on Friday. Grizzlies basketball on Sunday.
Hustle on Friday too, by the way.
Hustle on Friday too, bro. Look, bro, we are knee deep into the season right now. So it's busy every day, all day. We still take the time to kind of rock out on this podcast, which I love doing.
Me too.
So, hey, man, busy weekend. I hope y'all tap in and hope y'all enjoy this episode. Hopefully y'all get to enjoy Butterbean this weekend.
Yes, Butterbean, that's what I'm doing. So Friday I've got Memphis Hustle, and then Sunday's Milestone 200 with Butterbean. Can't wait. You can meet Butterbean from 12:30 to 1:30. Get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv. I tell you this all the time, Devin. General admission's only $10. If you use the code Butterbean at checkout, you'll save $5, so you can get in the door and meet Butterbean for only $5. And then November 23rd, we're back at Ghost River Brewing Company on Main Street, live Memphis Wrestling. Tickets as low as $10. If you get VIP, you get a lanyard and also $1 off beer all night long. November 30th is Stars of Tomorrow. Jonathan Gresham goes one-on-one with Tim Bosby, and then we close out the year on December the 7th, the Grind City Rumble with TNA Wrestling superstar AJ Francis. And I'm working on something huge for that one, Devin.
That's what the streets are saying.
Huge!
I believe in you, Dustin Starr.
I can't say anything more than what you just said because I don't want to jinx it.
I don't jinx it. Knock on wood. But I do believe in you, though.
That's all the time we've got this week here on Grind City Wrestling. Big shout out to Butterbean. Thanks to Devin Walker, baby. I am Dustin Starr saying, so long, everybody.
I believe in Dustin Starr. I believe in Dustin Starr.